We are staying up. We are staying up. It just finished. West Ham 3, Watford 1. Welcome to Talk a Good Game. And Gonzo, you happy hammer? A relieved hammer? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm really happy. I'm not relieved because I thought, Geo, we got it right over here. We said 3-1. It was 3-1. There's no relief. There's just a knowing nod. But I am, I'm chuffed. I am chuffed, mate. I think it's really good. I'm so pleased. I'm ecstatic to be able to enjoy that, to enjoy the rest of the season without having to worry about anything.
The rest of the season, there's 2 games.
Taking that, you say 2 games, mate. There might be another coronavirus outbreak. Those 2 games might take 6 months to play. So yeah, mate. Just chuffed, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Chuffed for everyone watching this, apart from people that don't support West Ham, of course. Chuffed for the players, everyone at the club. It's good news, mate. Really good. Now I can look forward to the transfer window. There you go.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can just that positive, but yeah, it's a relief in terms of not necessarily the game, because we sat here pretty confident before, but it's a relief in just a general relegation battle type thing, because can you imagine being a Watford fan right now? You are panicking. You've seen little from your side tonight in what was a 6-pointer game. You've got Bournemouth and Villa with their tails up, and West Ham just they're not getting relegated anymore. So
and the captain's got
they're 4.
Well, basically he's either injured or he just likes a pack of ice on his leg. But it don't look good.
The 4-team race is now a 3-team race. West Ham are out of it, and we're above Brighton. We're 15th in the league. We are moving up. Anyway, it took us 5 minutes, Gonzo. 5 minutes is all it taken. 1-0. Mikel Antonio with a goal.
Fantastic, really. A really good chase down by Bowen, I think it was. Just put a lot of pressure on the defender. I think Soucek did a nice little pass to his left, and Fornals did a really nice little ball through. Yeah, it got a bit of a deflection. That wasn't the only bit of luck we were going to have, but I was surprised that Antonio sort of swiveled and took it on that side, but swiveled and take it on that side he did, and you've just spoken about Watford. What you would think in the first 5 minutes if your goalkeeper does goalkeeping like that, you'd be absolutely beside yourself, really. But we deserved it because we showed attacking intent, and if you ain't done your own work and know that Antonio's going to score, then you've got to be prepared for him to take that early shot.
Yeah, he gets half a bit of luck in terms of Ben Foster's positioning, because Antonio's only thought is just hit it a goal and get it on target. It's on his left foot, it's going away from goal. It's not the easiest chance in the world, and luckily for him, he gets a bang in the middle of Ben Foster's legs, an inch to the right or left, and Ben Foster's foot probably saves it. Bang
in the middle of Ben Foster's legs. Oh dear.
But 1-0 West Ham, and the funny thing is, when it happened, while I celebrated, I thought, well, I kind of expected this. We were looking good, although it was only 5 minutes in. We would definitely come out on the front foot and things were going well. And then 9 minutes later, I have to say, Gonzo, I was chuckling. I had a little chuckle. It was 2-0. And I thought, this is easy. We've scored 6 goals in the last 100 minutes of football.
I know. Well, mate, we've been scoring for fun, really. Free flowing David Moyes. Who'd have thought it?
Not me.
Yeah, I was.
Not me.
No. I thought, oh my goodness, I've undercooked me bet here. I should have gone for 5-0. I'm thinking at this point, and but I thought that was really. It was. I loved that. When we look back, and we will look back, and we'll do lots of videos. And do reviews of the season and whatnot. And when we look back, there will be this cut-off point and this big break in the season. And then when football resumed, there's going to be this big thing about, yes, Antonio, we've already discussed, who's been a massive part of it. But we're going to discuss Soucek and Bowen a lot because they have been absolutely pivotal for our renaissance. And it was really nice for them to combine for the goal. Johnson played a simple pass to Bowen, who cut inside, did an in-swinging cross with his left foot. Soucek, there he was, there again, on the far side of the goal, and heads it in. Gary Neville was saying, sort of mismatch with the marking and whatnot, But it doesn't matter with Soucek. It could be a mismatch. It could be someone the same height as him. He just seems to be dominant in the air. A really good goal and a West Ham type goal. The new West Ham type goal, if you like.
That's good from Soucek, though, to go position himself up against someone who's got no hope in him against the air. That's just good play from your, whatever you want to call him, an attacking midfielder or whatever. He gets in the box, instead of running in front of Antonio, going up against Dawson, he runs to the back of Antonio and goes up against Firmino. And it's a delicious ball in by Bowen as well. You can tell as soon as it goes in, it's causing all sorts of problems. The keeper can't come for it. If they miss it, it won't, but there's a chance it goes to the back post and goes in anyway. It's a horrible... That's the worst type of ball you want to defend, because if you're a defender and you get flick on by mistake, it could easily just loop into your own goal and stuff. The worst thing to... But every time the ball goes in and Soucek's there, you fancy him winning it. Like, you don't necessarily fancy ending in a goal every time, but you just think... He's going to get his head on this. It's just a case of can he divert it to the goal. But
sure.
It's a fantastic weapon to have. And it's good to see us do more and more in open play as well as set pieces. We didn't get that much free kicks tonight in the around the box, but we didn't need it when we were getting Soucek into the box through open play. Brilliant. But things weren't already good. Things just got a little bit better in the 36th minute. I mean, it was quite... strolling football, if you like. We're passing about nicely. Mark Noble's got it, looking in the box, just gives it to Declan Rice, and all of a sudden belts one in the top corner.
The easiest assist Mark Noble will ever get. Oh, he's claiming it. I don't know if he gets an assist bonus. If he gets like a $5,000 assist bonus, he should probably give Declan Rice most of it. He's fast in the ball, and he's hit this humdinger, which has definitely put the game beyond doubt. It was a beautiful strike. I wish I'd have seen it from the other angle. They seem to have every angle apart from the one I wanted to see. I don't know if they will put a corner there.
What one it is?
From right behind him. I wanted to see it shape it in, but I didn't see it. I saw it from behind the goal. I wanted to see the camera behind Declan. Having said that, I didn't see a cameraman stood behind him, so we probably won't see it. But absolutely wonderful. That's another 10 million. Thank you, Chelsea, for that one. And absolutely magnificent and really fitting because he had amongst others, he had a very, very good game today. And I know obviously we're going to go and talk about Watford scoring, but it was never in doubt at that. Look, you know this. We never thought the game was in doubt anyway. But then it was really nice. It was really nice to watch the remainder of the game, including the start of the second half where we didn't have a shot for a little bit, and they came out as you would expect them to. That was totally to be expected, by the way. I know we've not got to that, but yeah. But for the teams to go in at half time and Pearson this is the last try. He would have been giving it a really big team talk. This is it, lads. This is your opportunity to stay in the Premier League. I expected them to come out all guns blazing. I expected us to almost have to retreat a little bit at that point, but even through that, they're not. We were defending so well as well, even when they were attacking. You ain't getting through it. You ain't getting through 3 times, that's for sure. And once we'd sort of ridden the storm of that, then we were able to start going back and attacking them again. So, just magnificent. Really, so much to admire today, Gio.
Yeah, that goal from Visto was special. The one thing I like is, again, a bit like against Norwich, I like the variety in types of goals that Antonio scored. Well, tonight I like the variety of the types of goals that West Ham have scored. So the first one is Antonio with a snapshot, the second's a header from across, and third one's an individual strike. And we don't have enough of them, to be honest with you. We don't have enough players shooting from distance. We don't have... Most of our goals are set pieces or crosses or something. It would be nice to have a little bit more of those 25-yard efforts and stuff, just because it gives you an extra threat now, because Watford would have been looking at us thinking, oh no, they're good at set pieces, watch out for that. Now, Man United, Ole will be saying, hang on, Declan Rice gets the ball 25 yards out, do not let him hit it. He's got a shot on him, we've just seen it. And we've seen him sting the palms of a few keepers this season, Declan, from range. Yes. He hits them hard, they're usually down the middle, but he hits them with some power, and it's enough power that the keepers usually have to parry it or put out for a corner. So it's good to see him do that, and it'll just give him confidence. And I'll tell you right now, because our next game's against Man United, Declan Rice to have 2 shots on target will be about 80 to 1. There's your money. Get your money on Declan Rice, because he will be confident. He had a shot in the second half as well, got deflected out for a corner. It'll be about 80 to 1. So as soon as that market's available, there's your Geo tip early on already. But half time, 3-0. It was almost game over though, weren't it? It felt like, what they're going to do, what can you do? Because while we were looking good going forward defensively, They had a couple of half opportunities with Sarr's pace, but I thought we were dealing reasonably well with it, given the fact that he is a lot quicker than our defenders. Ogbonna had that last-ditch tackle at one point, but...
And tricks.
But we were just...
to deal with
we
him.
were quite content with them. I didn't think they had too much opportunities. Dawson had the header at the end of the first half that just went over the bar. But I thought we were organised whenever Watford did break. I thought our defence was quite compact and they were coming in narrowly to say you're going to have to go down the sides here. And Watford didn't really want to do that. They kept trying to come through the middle. And I thought all over the pitch we were organised, committed, and I thought we were playing some lovely football in the first half, Gonzo.
We did play some nice football. We really did. It's just there was so much to admire there. I thought Rice and Soucek were absolutely dominant there. But you talk about the in the midfield, but you talk about the defence. Actually, there were every single one of those 4 defenders at one time during the match did what I would call either an exceptional tackle or an exceptional interception. Really good, really, really good. And I think that almost doesn't tell the tale of the games. It suggests that Watford were at us constantly, which they weren't. We were a better team. There's no doubt about that tonight. But it just goes to show that when it was required, they were there with the block, the interception, the tackle, or the header, and they did it ever so well. And I thought Cresswell had a good game tonight. Bearing in mind their main threat was down his side. I thought there was. I mean, Ogbonna bailed him out a number of times, but that was a better Cresswell performance tonight. I thought almost. Well, we'll deal with the man of the match and whatnot later on, but many good performances from West Ham all throughout the team, and even the subs when they came on. I thought they offered something as well.
One more goal. Troy Deeney in the 48th minute, just early enough to set the cat among the pigeons for a few West Ham fans. A little bit of nerves, but Ogbonna, he rarely makes a mistake where he gets done for this goal. Decore comes in, has a shot, gets stopped, and comes out to Deeney, who puts into pretty much an empty net. A rare lapse from Ogbonna.
Yeah, I think so. But also, I thought it was a bit unlucky, really, that it did rebound in the way it did, because our defensive midfielders had come in to help out. So normally that's the position they would have been taken up. So when the ball then rebounds, he's just there, Deeney, with a free hit, more or less, and it was that they'd gone there to bail the defence out. So it's a bit of a shame. Actually, something to look at, and the way the ball got into that position anyway. An easy goal to cut out, but again, I wasn't overly worried, because I did see that for what it was. I thought, actually, you've been that won't happen again, because actually our organisation had been that good. Whatever you want to call it, our 2 banks of 4, however you think we were set up, those 2 lines that we had in defensive midfield, it was only that, as I say, that particularly Declan Rice running out to try and save the team had broken those lines. I thought, actually, this is not going to happen that many times. We are too organised. So I wasn't worried about it at all, which is why I didn't cash out, Geo.
We'll get on to that. There's a few people asking us about bets in the live chat at the minute, because we said 3-1 in the preview, then the Millionaires bet nearly won but didn't quite get there. But the rest of the second half, I'm gonna admit it, I got a bit nervous at one point, because I thought we were sitting very deep and Watford had a large part of possession. I was just a bit worried, because I didn't think we had to retreat that much. I thought, come on a minute, hang on, the first half we were passing the ball about and keeping it well. I just thought we stopped doing that a little bit, and we almost gave Watford the ball a bit too easily for the second half, and they were getting they were getting into our final third pretty easily. They just weren't very good with it when they got into our final third. They were hitting into the box, we were knocking everything out the box. A couple of half chances to get an effort away from goal, but I have to say, I thought the water break killed Watford. That water break came and Watford just disappeared.
Yeah, good point.
They completely disappeared. I thought they were looking good until we got a couple of corners. Then it came to the water break, and after the water break, barely seen Watford at all. And I thought, this is why I hate it. I hate the water break. If I was a Watford fan, I'd be pointing at that water break, fuming right now, saying that thing's stupid. It's killed all our momentum, and I felt it did. I think it worked wonders for us. But I've seen us play well. A water break comes, and we just buckle, and then the second half of the half, if you like, is a completely different game altogether. And I thought that played into our hands tonight. That the final quarter was just dead. I think the water break just knocked the stuffing out of them, which is funny actually, because that's when your manager gets to have a little chat to you. So I don't know if Pearson somehow demotivated them all.
Well, he's quite depressing. Have you heard him speak?
No, but he's on my screen right. He's on my screen right now, and I've got him on mute. But I'll tell you what, he looks fuming. I mean, just not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to upset him. In all honesty.
Yeah, but that water break helped us. Sebastian Haller, though, he had a cheeky little effort just as he come on, didn't he? That was quite. It was
really good. He looked good when he came on.
Yeah, he was winning everything. It was the right sub.
It wins everything.
It was the right sub. I don't know if taking Fornals off and putting Haller on, I think he could have done the straight swap, to be honest, but I get why he's done it. But I think bringing Haller on to play up front was the right thing to do, and he just helped us release the ball a little bit more. He's slightly different to Antonio. Antonio prefers the run, and Haller prefers it in the air so he can win it and get people up alongside him, so I thought it was the right substitution. But full time, 3-1. Happy Hammer.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. So I've got to say, this is great. And at the start of the weekend as well, a right old good old weekend. Well, hopefully, unless untoward happens. It's brilliant. I just to be able to watch it with a bit of detachment now, and we deserve this. And I mean, other fans are probably thinking, "Oh, why do West Ham deserve it more than anyone else?" Whatever. I don't care. I feel like we deserve it. I feel like we've had enough misery recently, and the club's been turned upside down, and I don't feel we would. I don't even feel we're as prepared as Norwich are for getting relegated. Put it that way. I think it would have absolutely.
It was disaster stuff.
Yeah, we can't afford it. And we need to be in the Premier League. We just need the stability of being in the Premier League and the stability to build. And it's for the club. It's obviously massive. Obviously, I'm pleased for us and what we do in these videos, Geo. Quite imagine us trying to do a video scratching around to watch a championship match. I'm not particularly pleased. I'm pleased that we can. Absolutely. You got a streak. No.
Do you think Balbuena will handle Akinfen well this weekend, Gonzo?
Oh no! Yeah, mate. Do you know what? Maybe we could do a mock preview of that as if it were. Talk a good game, West Ham v Wycombe Wanderers. But so and I'm just so pleased for everything. I'm pleased now Soucek becomes a permanent employee, and obviously Bowen his release clause is not activated. And these are big players, and we can now start to build a team around those two, and obviously Ogbono's been such a massive. Well, these are all videos that we can do, and we can discuss all this in the future. But there's so many good news stories within us becoming safe, and it's mirrors. I don't know if I mentioned it in the build-up or in the breakfast show, but it sort of mirrors David Moyes last time, in as much as it was massively squeaky bum. But actually, when you looked at it at the end, we were quite comfortable in the end because we didn't go to the last game of the season. Actually, we had a right old jolly up against Everton because we were we were there and we were sorted. So I think that's really good to take the pressure off, and we can now go to Old Trafford. Well, we won't actually go there. You and I, Gio, will be sat here, but we can view it with a bit of detachment. But what I do feel is important now for the integrity of the league is we allow the league to play out as it naturally was. I think we've got to go to Old Trafford and try and stifle them and get the draw or whatever we were going to do anyway. And I think we've got to go. Well, no, I don't think we throw the youngsters in and all the rest of it. I think we got to have integrity for the league. And I think when it comes to Villa, we have to try and beat Villa, and we basically have to play it out. I really do, because we've got to be. It's important for the other teams in the league. Maybe
Gonzo, but I don't care about the other teams in the league. I care about West Ham. We've done our job now, and if Villa go down, it's because they. If Villa stay up and Watford go down because we are on the beach, if you like, in the last day, it's Watford's fault. It's no one else's fault. We just watched Villa play Everton during the week, and Everton were playing at 50% of what they can do. So other teams around us have had advantages. We've actually been playing teams with everything to play for recently. We played Chelsea, who are in the hunt for the Champions League. We played Wolves, who are in the hunt for the Champions League. We played Norwich, who were not relegated at that point. We've been playing teams, bar Burnley, with something to play for. It's about time that we were able to take the foot off the gas a little bit. I hope we don't. I want us to see us winning.
I don't want us to be like Everton. What Everton have done.
I'm just saying, if teams go down, don't look at us if you get relegated because I tell you what, Villa fans are delighted tonight. They are absolutely ecstatic. We've just pushed Watford right into that and said, there you go, you've got to play Arsenal and Man City. I think they've got to play Watford. I said it in preview and I'll say it now, I think Watford are going down. I think they're going down. I think one of them, Bournemouth or Villa, is going to catch them, and I think it might be Villa because of the situation we're in, which is we are safe. And Villa's going to turn up, and we're all right now. We're playing.
Well, I think that's quite exciting, actually. To be fair, when we're out of it, we can watch it with detachment. That's quite exciting. But yeah, I do want us to make the final fight honest, and I would expect Villa to beat us on the last day because they've just got more to fight for. I think if I were looking at Watford, I'd be disappointed if I was a Watford fan tonight, not just because of their lack of quality. And the Troy Deeney thing, I don't think they wanted to. They don't want it as much as West Ham. There was no Alamo stuff. That wasn't like you saw a Bournemouth played against Man City. That wasn't like what Watford were doing.
I've like I said to you, in the build up in the PV and that, Watford have been crap since the lockdown. They just don't look like a team that's got any fight in them and stuff. And tonight, we 2-0 up after 9 minutes, and the best thing is at 2-0 we kept going. Okay, the third one was a wonder goal. I don't care. We got 3, and job was done at half time. And the second half we could have been a bit better, but you have to put it into context, which is we are 3-0 up. If it was 0-0, we wouldn't have played like that in the second half. We wouldn't have sat so deep. So it's just brilliant all round. Happy days. But individual performers, take your pick.
Well, okay. I thought Fornals was playing really well. I thought that was his best game since we came back. Even bearing in mind he has got assisted some assists, if you like. I thought he had a little bit more control about him. I thought his passing was back on, his accuracy was back in his passing. I thought his ball control was back. Don't be surprised if in the last couple of games, if we do what I say, which is more or less stick with the same team and play the season out, don't be surprised if we keep seeing Fornals getting better and better. And, in the last couple of games, he looks like the fitness is really coming back and he's doing really well on that. Ogbonna, I thought was excellent again. Diop did a really good interception. Cresswell I've mentioned. Antonio, funny enough, I thought Antonio started really well for the first 20-30 minutes, and then he wasn't as involved as he had been, but that was all right. The damage had been done, and he sort of had a second wind again in the second half just before he went off. But he earned his substitution. Do you know what I mean? And whatever rest he gets, he's more than earned that. Who else am I going to talk about? Yeah, I thought Declan Rice was, not just because of the goal. I thought Declan Rice was really dominant in there today. Much to admire, mate. And Bowen, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The pressure, that boy, even when we were under pressure, when he did that run down the pitch, I thought that was magnificent. And he did it twice, by the way, but there was one where they were attacking. He just thought, I'm going to take this all the way down the other end of the pitch, whatever that is. And it almost made Watford the whole Watford team had to move back. Watford almost had to press reset on their attack. And tactically is actually invaluable if you've got someone that can do that, because the whole team as a unit, they basically put them back by about 60 seconds before they could then go on their next attack. Really, really good. Lots of good performances.
I thought Ogbonna was magnificent. I know he's at fault for their goal, but I don't care because I don't think Cresswell played well today, Gonzo. I don't think he was very good. I thought some of his crossing was really poor. I thought he was out of position. In the second half, we're 3-0 up. And you kept going forward. I thought, why are you doing that? You're up against the fastest player on the pitch. Just stay as a left back. Just don't give him any room. He kept going forward and then giving Sarr room, which meant Ogbonna had to consistently keep coming over to cover for him. But that's why I thought Ogbonna was magnificent. I think he was almost playing 2 positions tonight. And he did it perfectly fine. He handled it really well. I thought he was one of the best players on the party. He's not my man of match because of the slight error in that. There's one other guy I thought was better than him. I thought Ben Johnson, big night. Defensively, really solid. Really happy with him defensively. Yep. Offensively, iffy. And there's a few misplaced passes and stuff. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, put down to nerves and whatnot. But you can never overlook the simple things. So Soucek's goal, all Ben Johnson does is roll it to Bowen, right? But because he gives it to Bowen in such a way that Bowen can shift onto his left foot with one touch and get the ball in, you cannot underestimate how simple things. It's like Martin Noble, he just rolls it to Declan Rice in such a way that Declan can turn, shape his body and hit it in 1 second. A firmer pass, the pass is in front of Bowen or something, that cross doesn't come in. But because he just got it right, and that's what used to frustrate me with Fredericks there, that his link up with Bowen just didn't exist. They were in each other's way all the time. Ben Johnson gives it to him and he starts to run on the overlap well out of Bowen's way. So here, you have the space and I'm going to go this way. But it's just, I thought he'd done all right for tonight.
He grew into the game.
I think he keeps his shirt for the next game. He keeps his shirt for the next game. I thought Rice was okay. I thought Soucek was really good. Thought Antonio was good. Thought Fornals was really good. So yeah, there was no one that was bad. I thought Creswell was a bit of an iffy performer, but there was no one bad. Now we'll get on to the last words and man of match in a second. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on it if you're enjoying the video and stuff. I want to have a little moan about one thing quickly, Gonzo. I know it's bad because we've just won, but I want to have a little moan. Can we please stop going to take a long throw and throwing it short and getting caught? We did it in the first half. Antonio Diop comes up. Antonio's there, walks up to the touchline. He throws it to someone who gets caught on the ball. And then we had to commit a foul. Then they took a quick free kick and they were running down the left. And I thought, why have we done this again? If you're going to take a long throw it in the box. I hate it. It makes my blood boil watching it. It really does. Stresses me out because I can see what's going to happen. If you do that against Man U and you've got Marcus Rashford running away with the ball, you're in trouble. Please just stop doing this short... Just don't give Antonio a short option. If he's away, take it through. Everyone go in the box or stand outside the box. So you're going to have to throw it long because none of us are coming near you because he keeps throwing it short. It really annoys me. Anyway, rant over. Just a little thing that bugs me. Can I get your final words and your man of match, please, Gonzo?
I don't really know what to say. Final words, really. It's joy. It's not even relief. It feels
you won
weird.
A bet. You won a bet.
Oh, I did win a bet. Yeah, I was absolutely chuffed. So I don't bet big. I don't ever bet more than £1, actually. And so I put 50p on a bet today, and I bet Thomas Soucek to score any time in the match, over 11 corners, and West Ham to win 3-1, which was 200 to 1, and I won 100 quid. So I'm really chuffed. I couldn't believe it. And even then, thank you. And at the end, actually, I'll tell you how well I thought we played. Because at the end, I thought it wasn't me thinking, oh no, Watford are going to score a goal. Actually, when we were over doing the corner thing, I thought, oh no, West Ham are going to score a goal here and make it 4-1. It's going to cost me 100 quid. Do I cash out on £92, which it was at the time? But fortunately, we were just playing it in the corners. And that's how I thought that's how good we were, mate. But, you know, in injury time, they were no threat, Watford. They'd already by and large given up then. But there we go. 100 smackaroonies, my friend. And you had a bet.
I did all right, but I don't need to talk about mine. My success on Twitter speaks for itself. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
I prefer to do it.
I might start a gambling Twitter thing. People can,
I won 3, to be fair. Will Hughes card 4-1, Dawson 2 shots 5-1, and Antonio to score. West Ham 3-1. Paddy Power gave me a free £1 bet, so I had it on that 98-1, £99 off, no money. Thank you very much, Paddy.
That's better than £100 or 50p. But anyway,
my final words. Delighted, really happy, and you know something? I've enjoyed watching West Ham play football, proper football, in the last few games as well. I've been thoroughly enjoying watching us play. We're not scraping these games. We're winning, and we're winning in style. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We've got Bowen in his best position. We've got Antonio in a position that's working for him. Fornals isn't quite in his best position, but he's adapting to it. Soucek's got the perfect role. The way he gets forward and gets back, it's perfect for him. Mark Noble, congratulations, 500 appearances and at the full-time whistle. I was almost emotional watching him celebrate Mark Noble. You could see what it meant to him tonight. And, before the game, they were asking him about the 500 game thing. He was basically saying, I don't care about it. Like, while it's good, I don't care. I just want to win. I want to stay up. And so I was really pleased for him. I thought he did a decent enough game in a row, which is, I'm not even sure what it is. When we're going forward, he's sort of like an attacking midfielder, sometimes a centre midfielder. When we're defensive, he's sometimes a centre midfielder, he's sometimes a second striker. It's a really funny role, but he's done it well for the last 2 games. Your man of match.
My man of the match is my man of the match is Jared Bowen today.
Yeah.
I thought he was brilliant. I can't believe what a good player we've got. I cannot believe it. I thought he was good. I thought he was all right, but he's better than that. He's got real quality, Geo, real quality, and to have quality and a work rate like he does, he's a real team player. I don't know if you can get another one of them for the left-hand side, but if he can, we're in real business. There's no doubt about it. I don't think we're going to win the league or anything like that. But
I didn't think you would. Don't worry. You don't have to put that disclaimer in there. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. But I do think if we can get another one with sort of equal skill and the same amount of determination, I really do feel it will enable us next year for us not to flirt with relegation, which will be progress because that's what we've done this season. We need to move on. But brilliant today for a whole number of reasons: the quality of the cross, the endeavour, the work rate, the quality of the dribble, the running, attitude, the desire from that boy today. Not just him, by the way, but desire and determination to stay in the league. I saw that from him and Soucek, and we've seen it ever since the restart. They basically Jared Bowen turned around today and said, I'm going to win this game. We're going to win this game. I'm staying in the Premier League. I'm a Premier League player. I like it here. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay at West Ham, and that's that. And I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, man of match for me as well. Just to add what you're saying, he had Ben Johnson behind him tonight as well. I can't tell, but I bet he would have had to be looking over his shoulder quite consistently just to see where Ben Johnson is, make sure he's all right. And the fact is, Fornals had to cover for Creswell more than Bowen had to cover for Ben Johnson, if that makes sense. And that's more of a compliment to Johnson than it is. But I thought Bowen was just superb in the second half. To see him get the ball and dribble 40 yards and get a foul up the pitch, and then us take about a minute to get up the park, is just exactly what you need, especially when you've got a goalkeeper that's so bloody honest. At 3-1 up, he's still jogging to take a goal kick. He just won't time waste Fabianski. But I think Bowen's magnificent. I'll tell you something, Gareth Southgate's going to have an issue if he plays like that every season, because he's got his Euros next summer, and then Bowen keeps playing like that every single week. It's going to be hard to ignore him. It's just a pity he plays in the exact same role as Mason Greenwood, and Mason Greenwood is a bit of a unique player, if you like.
Yeah, right.
But
magnificent.
remove Mason Greenwood. I know you've got Jadon Sancho, but Bowen's a bit different to them. He's harder working than them defensively and stuff. And I do wonder if Southgate will be looking at Jared Bowen thinking, I need to keep an eye on this boy next season, because if he's playing like that every single week, I'm going to try him in a friendly or something. I bet you he gets an England cap next season. It might just be a friendly, but bet you Jared Bowen makes an England squad just so Southgate can have a look at him at least. That's how good he is. I think he's just fantastic. Anyway, we both predicted 3-1. We both made a little bit of moolah. West Ham stay up. Quite a lot of people watching it live, so if you all drop a like on it just to make our evenings a little bit better, scouting you around here. Me and Gonzo are off to do the player ratings video for the patrons. If you want to become a patron, link is in the description below. Join up, come along, have a little listen as we go through every players. You know who's going to get a good mark, but someone might get a bad one, Creswell. But apart from that, Gonzo,
I've got a surprise. Yeah. Anyway, but there you go.
I shall see you Man United preview Monday night.
Look forward to it.
Lovely. See you for player ratings in a minute.
That's true.
Goodbye. Cheers, everyone. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.